There's got to be a different way to do business. Things have been changing rapidly in the online business space, and it's no longer enough to stand out in a crowded niche or industry just based on what you do and how you do it. You need to have a certain competitive edge. If we haven't met yet, hi, my name is Blue. I'm a business astrologer and strategist here to help you use astrology so you can start, grow, and scale your online business. And in this episode of the Strategic Magic podcast, I'm breaking down a framework that helps my clients to do exactly this, to not only create a successful and sustainable business, but also do it in a way that doesn't sacrifice their authenticity. Because now more than ever, people are looking for real solutions to their problems. They want to connect with business owners who not only understand what it is that they're struggling with, and also how to solve these problems as quickly and easily and happily as possible, but they want to do it with someone that really truly gets them. They want to connect with you. They want to connect to who you actually are. They want to see businesses bring in more of that human connection. And so in sharing this framework, I really want to support you in doing the same thing. So whether you are a newer business owner or somebody that is more established, this process is going to work for you and help you to either create or refine your business to be able to stand the test of time, no matter how the industry changes. So this framework is really built on one of my most controversial opinions, which is that every service provider, no matter what niche or industry you're in, every single service provider needs to have a Midheaven-based business strategy. And this is the process that I have developed through my own experiences as well as working with clients in order to help bridge that gap between business strategy and astrology. And I say this because there are so many things that are unknown or outside of our control within the online business space. There's always going to be a new platform, a new process, a new trend that's happening. And so many business owners make the mistake of just hopping from platform to platform, being very trend to trend and being very reactionary in their work instead of creating content and a business that is really truly built on what it is they do best. I refer to this as your unique brilliance, and it's the focal point between who you are, what you do, and how you do it, but also what it is that you are best and uniquely positioned to do, how you are best designed to help your people. That's really the cutting edge that cuts through all the rest of the noise. And when you're able to not only zero in on, but utilize your unique brilliance in your business, it helps you to stand out without necessarily doing more, because it's not about being the most established or having the most experience necessarily. It's not even really about having the biggest audience. In today's market, having a successful online business as a service provider is really about utilizing your unique brilliance. And astrology, by far, is the best tool to not only uncover what that is, but the cheat code and the shortcut to bridge the gap of how to actually use it within your business. And so every single service provider needs to be utilizing astrology in their business strategy. And the way that I support my clients with not just figuring out what this is, but also uncovering how exactly this looks within your business is through what I like to call the Midheaven-Based business strategy. And the concept is really simple. The Midheaven-Based business strategy is essentially about bringing the business foundations, which every single business has, and focusing it around your unique brilliance. But through astrology, we do this by centering a lot of the work around the midheaven. The midheaven is my favorite placement to work with within business astrology. And it really is the focal point when it comes to your vocation and understanding what is the work that is most fulfilling for you, what do you do best, and also what is the best way for you to position that work and bring it out into the world. When we start with the midheaven, everything else in your business strategy and your birth chart really starts to make sense. Instead of it being this overwhelming process of not knowing where to start within your birth chart, now it has some sort of order. Now it has a particular fashion to follow, and it makes it so much easier to actually implement the information that is unique to you, which I love. The magic of astrology really isn't about memorizing the placements or following the transits or just knowing what planets are where. It's really about being able to implement the information that is being presented to you, because without implementation, there really is no point in understanding the information. And so a midheaven-based business strategy merges together two things: business astrology and business strategy. So not only do you have a personalized blueprint to create creating your best design, most authentically built business, but you also have a roadmap on the way to get there. And what I love about this is that it is tailored based on your particular birth chart. So even if you have the same midheaven placement as someone else, you have a unique way of expressing that. And so the brilliance of the midheaven-based business strategy is that it follows the same formula and the same framework, but you can really put your spin on it, knowing that you have a solid foundation to fall back on. Because like I said, every single successful business has the same business foundations, which I've actually talked about prior. So if you want to know what the business foundations are and like how to start working with them in the lens of the midheaven-based business strategy, I do recommend you check out some of my previous episodes. But ultimately, a midheaven-based business strategy is going to answer the question of, how do I stand out from the crowd? How do I make sure that my business is being seen and being heard and my people know that I'm here to help solve their problem? How do my people know that I am the best solution for what it is that they're struggling with? And ultimately, how do I create a business that doesn't just check off the boxes, but really is here to best support my clients and do business in a way that is authentically me, without sacrificing who I am in the specific way that I want to do business, regardless of whatever is trending or where people are showing up online. What I love truly about the midheaven-based business strategy is that this stands the test of time. Your birth chart is always going to be your birth chart because your birth chart is a snapshot of the sky at the time of your birth. So it will always remain constant. It will always be the foundation for your astrology. And when you're able to translate that into your business strategy, this then becomes a really clear roadmap to the business foundations and the particular way you're meant to utilize them. And so when you follow a midheaven-based business strategy, you're able to build a business that stands the test of time, that is sustainable, that is predictable, and ultimately that works with your energy, your structure, and most importantly, your unique brilliance. So it's just a win-win solution all around. So how exactly do you create a midheaven-based business strategy? So this is the framework and the process that, like I said, I work with my clients with in order to bring this into their business, regardless of whether they are just starting their business as an online service provider or they're already established and they're looking to refine it to make their business feel more like them. So the process is as follows. First, we focus in on what your midheaven actually is. And we go a lot deeper than just identifying, okay, it's in the 10th house, it's in this particular sign. What does that mean? We actually look at the archetypes of the signs. We really break down what it means, how to translate it. We look at all the components of the midheaven, including the midheaven ruler. So the planet that rules over your midheaven sign, how that is interacting with other planets within your birth chart, what this actually means, what house your midheaven actually falls into, because this can also be a cheat code to really understanding the depth of how you are meant to express and build your public reputation. We also look to what decan your midheaven falls into. There's so many different components that give us really rich information to exactly how you're meant to utilize your midheaven energy and use that to show up as a leader in your business. Then from there, we utilize the rest of the business astrology placements to really break down exactly how you are meant to build your business foundation. So looking at different houses and different placements in order to build the foundations for your signature offer, cultivate your marketing plan, and also your selling strategy. This really becomes the component that you're able to utilize and take to whatever platforms you want to be on, whatever trend you want to follow, however you specifically want to do business. But the magic of the midheaven-based business strategy is that it gives you a solid foundation to start from so that you already know the rules, you already know what works, and then from there you can remix it and tailor it based on your personal taste. This is how you're able to bring in your unique brilliance and really make this process your own. And the best part is that you don't need to be an experienced astrologer to really figure it out, because in the process, I actually give you exactly what you need to know and how you need to follow it in order to make this process work for you. And then from there, you go and you implement, knowing that you have the support of both business astrology and foundational business strategy on your side. So if this resonates for you, if you're looking for a new way, a different way of doing business, and you want to be able to not just be a successful business owner, but to do it in a way that feels authentically and sustainably like yourself, then I want to invite you to join me inside of the Midheaven. This is my signature program where I actually walk you through the Midheaven-based business strategy and help you to make it your own and bring it into your business so that you can start, grow, or scale your own online business. Inside the program, we'll go step by step into the Midheaven-Based business strategy framework, as well as getting implementation support so that you're not on your own when you're actually translating this into your business strategy. This is truly the program that I wish that I had when I first started, to be quite honest. And I'm so excited to help support you in doing the same because you deserve to design a business that fits who you are and what you do best. And the best part is that you're going to walk away not just with a sustainable business strategy and a core understanding of how to actually bring business astrology into your business, but you'll also have clarity on your positioning, know exactly how to build or pivot your business foundations, and most importantly, know what it takes to align your business in a way that feels authentically you. The information for the Midheaven method can be found in the description show notes, so definitely make sure that you check that out. I can't wait to see you inside of the Midheaven method and support you in bringing astrology into your business strategy. And with that, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.